Goku dismembering and tossing Frieza to the wayside in a fit of rage was the moment he stopped feeling like himself. The idea of nigh boundless power sent his mind into a depressive state. Is this it? Has he become the strongest? Will there ever be someone who can push him to his limits once again? Goku stopped training for a while and started farming. Majin Buu got resurrected a decade earlier, but he easily took care of the evil Buu, and good Buu started living at the Capsule Corp as Vegeta's training partner. The Supreme Kai was shaken to his core, but Goku himself? Taking down Buu took less effort than his average day at the farm. The legendary Super Saiyan transformation may give you an endless supply of energy in addition to a practically unfathomable and exponential increase in power, but for Goku, it was just a curse. Working at the farm was his way to cope with the fact that he may have already become the strongest in the universe, as far as he knew. However, 2 years later, the thing that he had been looking forward to is finally complete. Perfect Cell is born with the genetic traits of Piccolo, Vegeta, King Cold, Majin Buu, and Goku's legendary Super Saiyan transformation. It all happens, oddly enough, on the same day Trunks is born. Goku and Perfect Cell engage in a battle to prove who is the strongest, but right as their clash sends shockwaves bustling through the invisible dimensions, the actual strongest warrior wakes up. Beerus had recently had a dream where he experiences defeat at the hands of a green-haired Saiyan. Together with Whis, he takes to Earth and barges in on the party. Goku, Cell, and Piccolo also appear at the scene, and before anyone could even realize what was going on, Goku is defeated. Beerus sees the green-haired Saiyan and slams him on the ground at an inconceivable speed. The intense and abrupt nature of Beerus' attack snaps Goku out of his legendary Super Saiyan form and back to his base state, and what happens next was something hysterical. For the first time in 3 years, Goku's face lights up with a genuine smile. He can finally feel it in his soul, the thrill of facing an opponent that you can't possibly defeat right now. As expected, Beerus was impressed though. "Oh, you aren't half bad, Saiyan. What's your name?" he asks. "It's Goku. What about you?" "I would never have even imagined that my legendary Super Saiyan form could still be defeated so easily," Goku responds. He obviously had no clue about who or what Beerus even was, but it didn't matter to Goku. He was just relieved at the fact that there were still people out there stronger than him. Whis would use his staff and restore everything at the party back to how it was before Beerus just one-shot Goku. Goku, Beerus, and even Perfect Cell would then take to somewhere empty to continue their brief little clash. "I'm surprised you didn't fly away with them too, Vegeta," Bulma says. "This is not the time to be thinking about testing my strength. That guy is the god of destruction. He can wipe out their entire planet on a whim," Vegeta replies. "And you stayed behind to make sure we're all safe, huh? Isn't that sweet?" Bulma says. "Just shut up," Vegeta instinctively responds. Meanwhile, Goku and Cell take Beerus to the same place where they had their own little fight. "You said your name is Goku, right? What the hell are you exactly? I could never have imagined that a Saiyan could be this strong," Beerus asks. "I have the same question actually. How did you so easily knock me out? Who are you exactly?" Goku asks. Cell is also intrigued, and for what it's worth, he was thinking about, damn, what would happen if I had this guy's cells too? "My name is Beerus, the destroyer of this universe," he responds. "Destroyer? As in god of destruction?" Cell asks. "Yeah, and what about you?" Goku is obviously a Saiyan, but just what are you? Beerus asks. He was genuinely curious. "I am the amalgamation of the greatest genetic traits in the universe, the ultimate genetic masterpiece," Cell responds. "Well, are you strong as well?" Beerus says. "You bet," Cell replies. Goku wanted to ask Beerus if there are other people as strong as him out there, but it was too late for another question because Beerus was already using the same move on Cell that he used on Goku moments prior. Even though Cell sees it coming and attempts to counter it, Beerus is just not only far too fast, but strong enough to knock him out with pure force as well. "There isn't any trick or gimmick, he's just really that much stronger than us," Goku exclaims. It takes a moment, but Cell gets back up just like Goku did. "I guess you two aren't half bad. Come on, show me everything you've got," Beerus says. "Alright, I'll go first," Goku replies. "Do as you please," Cell says. No, that's not what I meant. Both of you come at me at once," Beerus demands. This catches them off guard, but sure, Goku and Cell take the plunge. Goku from the right and Cell from the left. Together, they land their blows on Beerus at full strength. Beerus just casually stops them with one hand each and then throws them away. "Good, that was good. You're making me put in a little bit of effort now," Beerus remarks. Hearing this, Goku grins a little bit and then lets his legendary Super Saiyan aura flow freely now. I'm really glad you showed up here, Lord Beerus, Goku states as he dashes straight at the destroyer and lands a brutal kick straight across his face. But Beerus blocks it with his elbow and then attempts to punch Goku in the abdomen, but Goku dodges it and uses the moment to pull away a little, but then immediately charges back towards Beerus and hits him with a point-blank eraser cannon from the chest. Damn, that did nothing. You gotta be kidding me, Goku laughs. As expected, Beerus tanked that eraser cannon like it was a paper ball. To be fair, you do feel stronger than when I knocked you out at that celebration, Beerus remarks. Yeah, but I don't know. Your strength seems boundless, like literally. What kind of power do you use, Lord Beerus? Goku asks. It's instinct. You can learn to do this too. After all, power derived solely from instinct is boundless, Beerus states. Goku was genuinely intrigued now. Is that true, Lord Beerus? Anyone can learn this power of destruction you use, Cell asks. Indeed. Although I doubt you'd ever become comparable to me, even if you learned and mastered this strength, Beerus yawns. Suddenly, Whis appears beside him with a plate of his favorite snack. Oh, I was wondering what was taking you so long. You were enjoying yourself at that celebration, weren't you, Whis? Beerus says, annoyed. Oh, come on, Lord Beerus. Here, have a taste of this, Whis says while handing the plate over to Beerus. Beerus finishes that entire plate within a couple of seconds and asks Whis to take him back because this stuff is to die for. But Cell would plead for Lord Beerus to stay because they haven't finished their battle yet, and this is when he powers back up again as well. Yeah, Lord Beerus, we're not done here yet, Goku adds. Beerus would simply turn around, glare at them both, and say, no. We're done here. Immediately he disappears from sight, and much like how Black Frieza one-shotted Goku and Vegeta in the original story, Beerus does the same to Goku and Cell here. They see it coming. They brace themselves even for the impact, but just like before, Beerus is not only far too fast, but far too strong for them as well and knocks them both out with a single punch each. That was pretty intense, Lord Beerus. I thought you were interested in these two, Whis asks. Yes, they do show a lot of promise, but it's still far too early for them to be a good challenge. I'd rather focus on getting some more of whatever was on that plate you brought me, Beerus replies. Whis then takes him back to the celebration, and thanks to Vegeta's diplomacy, Beerus enjoys an entire table full of the finest dishes and sweets the planet has to offer. Goku and Cell, on the other hand, are just lying on the ground still. Hey, if you're still up to it, I can fight you, Goku asks. Cell would just lay there silently. Well, hey, did you notice the guy that was with him? He looks all fun and easygoing, but he must be pretty strong too, Goku replies. Isn't it ironic, Goku? Cell begins. I thought my perfect form arranged of cells and DNA from the strongest warriors would make it at least difficult to locate a being more powerful than myself. Needless to say, it was not in the cards to run into a god of destruction, Cell sighs. Goku really couldn't understand this somber attitude from Cell though, so he just kinda chuckled. I mean, he thought it was funny that Cell completely changed his tune from a couple of hours ago. As I said, I'm not interested in what Dr. Gero had planned for me. I do, however, seek to prove that I am the ultimate life form. I'll somehow become able to use that power of destruction or whatever, and I'll even eventually defeat both Beerus and whoever that guy was that was with him. So try your best to keep up, Goku, because otherwise, you won't even be relevant in a few weeks, Cell says. Hey, no need to be like that. I mean, we could always just train together. Believe it or not, I've actually got just the right place in mind, Goku says. What? Cell asks. And the next thing you know, Goku and Cell are at the lookout, standing at the door to the hyperbolic time chamber. I think they about to get some split screen Sparking Zero action in. Are you for real? A year in here is just a day in the real world? That sounds magnificent, actually, Cell says. It's true. This is the room of spirit and time, a separate dimension altogether where time kind of flows differently. We'll train here for an entire year and it'll just be 24 hours back out on Earth. Get it? We can grind for a whole year, get exponentially stronger, and by the time we're out, we should theoretically be strong enough to go toe-to-toe with even a god of destruction, Goku declares. Are you sure? I could pull a sneak attack and kill you at any point in here, you know, Cell says. Even better, Goku replies. And with that, the 1 year long training arc for legendary Super Saiyan Goku and Perfect Cell would begin. Meanwhile, back on Earth, Beerus asked Vegeta a pretty important question. Hey, are you also as strong as that Goku guy, he asks? Followed by saying, unfortunately no. I'm afraid that he's an anomaly even by Super Saiyan standards. He is the legendary Super Saiyan that is said to appear only once every 1,000 years, Vegeta states. I see. So he must also be the new Saiyan King. That's actually good news. I really dislike that stingy clown King Vegeta whom you guys had as your previous king, Beerus replies. This definitely annoyed Vegeta a little, but nowhere near enough for his facial expression to change in front of Beerus. Lord Beerus, only 2 pure-blooded Saiyans are left in this universe. It's just me and Kakarot. There is no planet or people for there to be a king, Vegeta replies. Oh, really? Whis, is that true? Beerus asks. It is true for the most part. However, there is a lone Saiyan Saiyan on a random planet at the far end of the universe, Whis replies. What? You mean there's still another Saiyan out there, Vegeta asks? Well, yeah, you should pay him a visit sometime, Whis responds. Anyways, Vegeta, hypothetically speaking, if I decided to destroy this planet right now, what would you do, Beerus asks. The look in his eyes says that he was dead serious. I would have to stand in your way, Lord Beerus. My child was born today. This is my home now, and I won't lose my home a second time, Vegeta declares. That's a pretty good answer. What do you think, Whis? What should we do, Beerus asks. Personally, I enjoy the food here on this planet, Lord Beerus, Whis responds. Yeah, I was actually thinking the same thing, Beerus says. Vegeta was clenching his fist so tight now that blood started dripping onto the floor. It had only been his handful of times in the presence of Lord Beerus that he had ever felt so powerless, so defeated, and irrelevant. He knew for a fact that if Beerus decided to destroy Earth, he wouldn't be able to do a thing about it. And well, as these thoughts are racing throughout his mind, Kakarot's image pops up in front of his eyes. For a moment, he breathes a sigh of relief, glad that Kakarot is here because he may be able to stop even the destroyer of the universe as a legendary Super Saiyan. However, when Vegeta becomes conscious of these thoughts, he feels enraged. He was about to leave the job of protecting his family to someone else. Vegeta feels disgusted at himself and his powerlessness. He drops down on his knees and asks, Lord Beerus, what can I do to become stronger? Why are you asking me this question, Beerus asks. It's because you're the strongest. Please, teach me what it means to be strong, Vegeta asks. And this is where we are going to cap off part 4 of what if Goku was born the legendary Super Saiyan, but where is this story going to go from here? Can Goku and Cell's year-long training be enough to rival the overwhelming power of Beerus the Destroyer? And who is this lone Saiyan on a random planet at the edge of the universe? Is it Broly? But how? Goku is the legendary Super Saiyan in this timeline, and more importantly, will Beerus entertain Vegeta's request? Stay tuned, be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on those notifications so you never miss an upload as soon as they go live, and don't forget to leave a like on the video before we get out of here, guys. We are right around the corner from 1 million subscribers, guys, but more importantly, all of those questions and more will be answered in the following chapters of What If Goku Was Born the Legendary Super Saiyan.